everyone, welcome back to another episode of LEGO Masters Mini Challenges. I'm TJ Bricky, and on this series I am recreating the LEGO Masters Season 5 challenges, but at a smaller scale. Today we are on Season 5, Episode 7, so let's jump in. Okay, Season 5, Episode 7 is titled Masquerade, so looks like we're gonna be making some fun masks or something.
Picked out costumes, but there's one big part missing. The masks. That is what you are building today.
Okay.
One team member will don the costume and the mask to make their grand entrance at the Masquerade Ball.
So we have to make a mask that is wearable and then put it on with some crazy costume, which means I'm gonna also have to get a costume.
You need to make sure that it's flexible enough to put on your head, but also strong enough to walk across the room.
You have to think about how your mask and your costume will tie together to create a complete look.
The Masquerade Ball begins in 5 hours.
Yikes.
Get your brig on.
Okay, these guys have to make a mask that fits with a masquerade themed costume that they're given, and it has to be a wearable mask that they walk down the runway. So I'll have to figure out what costume I'm gonna wear and where my runway is gonna be, in addition to figuring out how I'm gonna build a mask. They were given 5 hours, and I'm sure they're gonna do some ridiculously huge, elaborate masks. I'm gonna give myself 1 hour to do this, so mine will be much simpler, but still figuring out wearable is gonna be tough in 1 hour. But I also have to get a costume, and I know exactly the costume I'm gonna get. Da, 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 da. I got this jacket for my 30th birthday party. I threw like a red carpet style event, and I have used it for many a costume since then, so I think this is gonna be perfect for our masquerade. I'll be able to do some gold, some black. It'll be a fun jacket to get some matching elements with this in LEGO. 1 hour, guys, and the countdown starts. 3, 2, 1. Get my brick on. Okay, let's do it. So in order to do a wearable, I'm thinking that these hinge pieces are going to be the way to go. I think I'm gonna need to do like across the back of my head and connecting in the front. So let's work on getting some sort of a system going for this first. I can worry about the design of the mask after this thing is all solidified. These pieces should be good because they're flexible, but they're actually fairly strong joints. I think this will work. If I have this, I'm gonna need a lot of them. Good thing I have so many of these, right? And I also need to figure out what I want my mask to actually be, but I think this is the first most important thing to figure out, because no matter how attractive or beautiful your mask is, if you can't get it to be on someone's head, then it doesn't really matter now, does it? These double-ended pieces would be great if I had a million of these, but I don't. I think I've just got a couple of those. Not enough to actually do things with, so. Oh no. Have I run out of these? Okay, so this can be worn around like this, and then this goes on the top. And as long as I don't make this thing too heavy, which I don't think I have time to make it too heavy, then that should theoretically work. I'd rather have too much right now and be able to snap stuff off later easily than later be scrambling to get more parts on, you know? Better safe than sorry. I wonder if the LEGO Masters have to worry about cleaning up their stations halfway through their builds. So now how am I gonna do a mask very lightweight, very, very lightweight? Also, what do I wanna use for this? Okay, I definitely wanna use, I've got a bunch of these gold swirly pieces, which are like perfect for this thing, so I'm definitely gonna use those. Ooh, maybe I could use some of these fall color leaf pieces. I don't think like any greens or blues or anything would go well with this. Maybe some dark greens. I think maybe just these lighter ones are gonna be better. And these are a little bit bendy also, so you can get some nice flexible shapes with these. So I think if we use like a mix of all of these, it can give us some nice like gold kind of vibes. So that's one option. I need to figure out what I want the mask to actually look like. Do I want like a character for this, or is this just an elaborate gold mask? Like a rabbit could be cool, or a cat. I don't want to try anything crazy and then end up shooting myself in the foot here. I guess the question is, what does this mask even look like? And I'm just kind of making this up as I go, which is probably not the best way to do this. Ooh, take a breath, TJ, take a breath. You're good. I should have like drawn like what I want my mask to look like to help me visualize it, because now I'm like, what do I even want to do? Well, let's put these like kind of sitting up high. Maybe it's an angry mask? An angry mask could be fun. Building wearable is so different from building anything else. Oh, what if I do it like that? Better take my glasses off. Oh, and that's a little tight. It's a little tight. So the nice thing about using these ball and joints though is that you can add a bunch of extra quite easily. That is close. Okay, so I need to strengthen these. Oh, those connection points suck. 37 minutes, oh my gosh, that went so fast. Okay, so this top is still a little bit thick, but I think the sides are good. Take out a few links from the top. I'm worried if I take more pieces out, then they won't fit at all. Okay, I think that's gonna have to be good. Ha! I got a hat that can work. And I got 35 minutes to decorate it. Okay, great. We can do 35 minutes. We can decorate a hat in 35 minutes. Easy, no problem. It actually might be a very big problem. We'll see. I'm kind of unintentionally making this like an armor, like a Trojan armor mask, and I'm not mad about that. I think I might lean into it actually. I think that actually could be a very cool look, so I think I'm gonna go for that. Can I add some white into this? I think it does need to be just black. The black and the gold is like such a striking look. Yeah, it's kind of getting this like Spartan helmet kind of vibe, and I'm digging it. So I'm gonna keep going with that. I'm a little bit nervous about the fact that I'm like having to check it every single time I put it on. I also have no idea what it looks like. I need a mirror. Why do I not have a mirror in here? I'm just like blindly going at this, and it could look so ugly. Oh, I don't have a mirror, but I do have a phone, so I'm gonna use this to see what this looks like. Hope it's not super ugly. Okay, well, it's not super ugly, but it also is like barely visible with the black, so I'm gonna need to add some height for sure. But it's not super ugly, so that's okay. It also looks like it's kind of empty around the sides here. Ooh, if it's got like a big red plume, like a big Spartan red plume, that would be sweet. Ooh, or I could do the plumes out of that's what I'll do the plumes out of. Do the plumes out of these pieces, because these are very lightweight. That could be pretty cool. It's just like going all the way up around. Don't know if this is gonna look interesting or stupid. 24 minutes. I've got to do a bunch of these. If I had a teammate, that's what we would be doing right now. I'd be like, okay, teammate, let's bust out 20 of these things real quick. Yeah, that's gonna look pretty cool, I think. All right, let's take a look. You know what? That's not bad. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. It does give off the warrior vibe. So I think I'm gonna be cool with that. I'm gonna work on finishing the rest of this up here. I mean, it is technically a masquerade, so like I should probably have eyes a little bit more covered. Okay, it's turning into a little bit more and more of a mask. And I can definitely walk around with it, and it's fairly sturdy. So that's good. Let's decorate it with some gold parts. Put these gold bars around the sides. I don't like that there's two different colors of gold for Lego. There's like metallic gold, and then there's like color gold, if that makes sense. At this point, I am just fully making stuff up. No pre-planning happening in this whatsoever at this stage in the game. We're just going for it, and whatever happens, happens. Oh my gosh, 8 minutes. Okay. It goes so quick, you guys. It goes so quick. It's crazy. 5 more minutes. Just gonna keep trying to throw more gold accents on here, I guess. Throw gold crap on! That's how we make it pretty. I have some gold bananas. Gold stars feel kind of 1 minute 38. Is there anything else I can do on here in the last few seconds? I think that might be it, guys. I think I may have blinged this thing out as much as it can be. Yeah, 10 seconds left. I think I gotta call it. I think that's all that I can do. So 3, 2, 1. There it is. There's my mask. Okay, I don't feel too bad about that mask in 1 hour. Let's put on my jacket, throw on the mask, and we'll do our little fashion show. How about that? Okay, there it is, guys. I feel pretty good about this. It's very sturdy. I can walk around all day wearing this. The gold details I do feel like work well with the jacket. If I had had more different gold pieces, I would have liked that. You know, I like these gold leaves on here. So if I had more of those, I would have liked to add more like paisley leaf style. Instead, I just had a million of these swirl things, so I just did those kind of everywhere. Let's take a look in the mirror here. I feel like that looks pretty good. It went with that like Roman kind of aesthetic, that like kind of war helmet kind of vibe I was going for. I like the little ombre color on the little feathers there. It definitely ties in with the outfit. Like this looks like it is designed together. Honestly, I feel good about that. Especially in just 1 hour, I'm very happy with that. Thanks again, everyone, for watching. If you haven't already, please drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. That way you don't miss out on next week when we come back with Season 5, Episode 8. See you there.